In this video, we are looking at probability tree diagrams. The first question here says there are 12 counters in a bag, 7 red, 5 yellow. 2 counters are taken at random from the bag. Draw a tree diagram for this information. So we're going to have the first pick and the second pick. So we're going to have either red or yellow for the first pick. So I'll put pick 1, and then again for the second one, it's either red or yellow. And if we got a yellow the first time, our options are still either red or yellow for the second one. So if there are 12 counters in the bag, 7 red and 5 yellow, so the chance of getting a red the first time, there are 7 red out of 12 in total, that's 7/12. The chance of getting a yellow for the first pick is 5/12. If we took out a red for the first pick, so if we took out a red, if we went up this branch here, if we took a red, there are now only 11 counters left in the bag, and only 6 of them are red. So the chance of getting a red the second time is 6 out of 11, and the chance of getting a yellow, if we got a red the first time, there are still all 5 yellows in out of 11 in total. If we took a yellow the first time, there would only be 4 yellows left, so it'd be 4/11, and all the reds will still be in, so 7/11. So that is our probability tree diagram. Find the probability that both counters are the same color. So to find a probability, so red, red, we multiply across the branches. So red, then red again. So the probability of 2 reds is 7/12 times 6/11. And the probability of 2 yellows, 5/12 times 4/11. So let's just multiply these. So it's 42 out of 132 and 20 out of 132. So the probability of either 2 reds or 2 yellows, we add them up. So 40 and 20 makes 62. So it's 62 out of 132. And one question for you to try. See if you can give it a go. So we're going to draw a tree diagram. So we can get red or yellow for the first pick, red or yellow for the second pick. So we got red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow. So pick 1 and pick 2. There are 10 counters, 6 red. So for the first pick, we've got 6 out of 10 red. If we take one of those reds out, there'll only be 5 red left out of 9 in total. There will still be 4 yellows. Chance of getting a yellow the first time is 4 out of 10. If we take one of those yellows out, the chance of getting another one is 3/9. And the chance of getting a red, if we took a yellow out, is 6/9. So the probability that both counters are different colors this time, so the probability of red then yellow is 6/10 times 4/9, which would be 24 over 90. And yellow then red, 4/10 times 6/9 is also 24 out of 90. So the probability of either of those happening, 24 out of 90 plus 24 out of 90 is 48 over 90. We could simplify these fractions, either this one or the previous one, but it's okay not to, and leave the answer unsimplified. Here's a different question. There are 18 counters in a bag, 7 red, 6 blue, 5 yellow. 3 counters are taken from the bag. Find the probability that all 3 are the same color. So we could draw a tree diagram here, but in this case, I'm not going to, because I'd have to draw 3 branches, and each one would have 3 coming off it, and I have to do it a third time. It's going to be a really big tree diagram. I can just work out the probabilities. So the probability of getting red, then red, then red. So a red the first time, there are 7 out of 18. The second time, if we took a red out, it would be 6 out of 17. And the third one will be 5 out of 16. And we can do the same for 3 blues. So there are 6 blues to start with, so it'd be 6 out of 18 times 5 out of 17 times 4 out of 16. And the same for the yellows, that'll be 5 out of 18 times 4 out of 17 times 3 out of 16. So I can work out all those probabilities and add them together. So for red, 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 I've got 7/18 times 6/17 times 5/16, which is 35 over 816. I'll store that. Then for blue, 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 I want 6/18 times 5/17 times 4/16, which is 5 over 204. And for yellow, 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 I'm just going to change that one to a 3, so it's still 5 times 4 times 3 on the top, and 18 times 17 times 16 on the bottom. 5 over 408. So if I add them all together, I get 65 over 816. So one for you to try. See if you can give it a go. So it's the same question again. So we're going to work out the probability of getting red, 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 the probability of green, 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 and the probability of yellow, 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 and add them all together. So the probability of getting 3 reds is 6/15 times 5/14 times 4/13. The probability of green, green, green is 5/15 times 4/14 times 3/13. And the probability of yellow, yellow, yellow is 4/15 times 3/14 times 2/13. So we're going to work them all out, add them all together. So it's 6/15 times 5/14 times 4/13 plus 5/15 times 4/14 times 3/13 plus 4/15 times 3/14 times 2/13, and we get 34 over 455.